All right, everybody, just checked out of our Airbnb in Denver and we are headed to some remote hot springs. My friend Chelsea is coming with us and she's driving separately because she's gonna come back to Denver after, but I am so excited. These are gonna be so cool. We have about a 2-hour drive. Oh my God. Oh, Chelsea? I'm fucking...
Maybe try going on the snow, like on the actual snow.
Oh shit, I'm gonna do the exact same.
Try going down on your butt and then I'll catch it. Ew, there's underwear. These people are rude.
Okay, hold on. Went down on my butt.
I haven't been in this one. The little green. Yeah. Ooh, there's a little coffee.
Jewelry off. It's a sulfur spring. I don't know if that.
Oh yeah.
I've seen it fuck a lot of people's jewelry up. That's way more than 20. And you come jump in here and it's gonna tingle and shit. It's gonna be awesome.
They're spikies.
I'll go do it too.
We'll send it.
Careful.
Honestly, it did feel pretty good.
Come do it with me.
No way.
Come on.
I
The Rusty
can't.
got me to do it.
I can't do it.
I said that too.
I can't. Is that nice?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does tingle.
It's great.
Hiking down in our robes. This is where Chelsea leaves us.
I'm sad.
It was a really good weekend in Denver. Thank you.
You're welcome. Come back anytime.
After that little dip in the hot spring, I really needed to shower. So I showered at Planet Fitness. And there's like a weather advisory right now. And it's because it's so windy. I'm just at a truck stop in Junction City, making my way to Utah. And we're just gonna sleep here for the night and wake up early and continue on our journey. It felt really good to kind of shower after that hot spring, but that was a really cool hot spring. And I miss Chelsea already. It's kind of crazy because I really only see my friends once a year, and when I hang out with them, it just makes me realize, like, I don't notice how much I miss that interaction until I get it, and then I'm like, holy shit, having friends is so cool. Good morning. We woke up at a Pilot. I have no phone service, so I couldn't get any work done last night. We slept really well though. Here's the view. Gorge. There's a little pink car parked next to me, which is funny because my first car ever was like a bubblegum pink Dodge Neon. So I think that is our good sign of the day that we are on the right track. There is a weather advisory right now, and it's so windy. Like, I'm really nervous, so I'm trying to figure out where we're gonna camp tonight and try to figure out if we can find a route that's not this windy, because the ProMaster just blows all over the road and scares the shit out of me when it's windy. So we're gonna see where we end up tonight and if we can avoid this crazy wind. Beautiful, peaceful, sunny, and let's just not look over here. 5 minutes later and it's snowing. Perfect. I just stopped to get gas. It's so windy. It's so windy outside that I don't want to be driving. I feel like we should pull over for a little bit. We are having a little late breakfast. I made a bagel with butter and I'm having this little mango juice. I love this. It's not good for you, but it's good for my soul. To this hot spring location that we were gonna go to, and it's like dumping snow right now. I'm gonna sneeze. So when I showed up, it was like a dirt road that hadn't been plowed, and I've been driving in snow all day and I'm just really tired. And honestly, if there was a safe place to stop anywhere around here, I would just stop for the night. I'm literally at some like little gas station in the middle of nowhere, and it looks like the snow is gonna stop in the next hour or two, and by then it's gonna kind of start getting dark out. So I'm kind of like, I could drive or start driving 4 hours to Vegas right now, but I'm kind of tired. Okay, we are just outside of Vegas now. That's not the right light. We're just outside of Vegas right now, and I just got a Wendy's salad that I'm trying for the first time. I really needed some veggies, and the salads at the salad place in this truck stop looked really creepy and questionable. So I'm gonna eat this, and we are gonna get ready for bed because it has been such a long day. We went through another time change, so it's only 6:30, but it feels like it's midnight just because of all the driving we did in the snow. So not every day is exciting, and sometimes we don't make it to the fun hot spring we were supposed to go to, but it was still a good day, right? Good morning. Okay, well that's good news at least. This guy, sorry to film, but like, come on, and his car's up there getting worked on. Last night at like 10 o'clock at night, someone knocked on my window at the travel stop that I was parked at, and it was well lit, so I wasn't nervous. But when I opened it, that guy was standing there and he was like, "Do you know how to change a tire?" I'm like, typically, I don't think anything could happen to me that would make me knock on someone's window with all of their window coverings up. He scared the shit out of me, and then I was kind of like wary for the rest of the night and like nervous, just because, you know, I'm crazy and I'm always thinking and I'm always worried. But it was fine, and he's there, and his tire really is popped. But either way, I'm not looking to make small talk at 10 o'clock at night when I'm sleeping in my van by myself. So we are back on the road. We have 5 hours, 5 and a bit, to get to my friend's house, which I'm really excited about. This drive is gorgeous. The drive from Utah into Arizona and then into Nevada is beautiful in its own, and I was kind of bummed that I was driving at night last night because I couldn't really see anything, but at least we're gonna have a pretty drive today. Oregon, I did the same thing I do every time I would lose my mind. So I'm having a mental breakdown, and I decide that I'm going to drive to Sedona. So I drive like 20-something hours without sleeping, right? And, you know, when you're doing drugs, you don't really care about adult things in your life. So at this point, my Toyota Corolla had been unregistered for, I think, like a year, okay? Maybe a year and a half. So I cross over into the Arizona line and immediately get pulled over. So it's like me, my dog Topaz, pulled over in my little sedan on the side of the road. I'm visibly have not slept. I looked crazy, if I'm being honest. So the cop tells me the car is unregistered. I'm like, yeah, I know. And he's like, where are you going? I'm like, Sedona. He's like, what are you doing there? I'm like, I literally don't know. And he goes, okay, do you consent to us searching your car? And I was like, I know that I'm supposed to say no to that. That's exactly what I said to him. And then he goes, okay, no problem. We have a K9 unit coming. So now I'm like shitting my pants because at the time I had a really bad boyfriend, like bad across the board. And he had driven my car a couple times and I didn't fucking know what could possibly be in my car. So like I have bad anxiety, so I'm like running through all the motions, right? I know I don't have anything on me. I know that they're probably looking for weed. So I'm like, he pulls me out of the car, Topaz stays in the car, and I said, I have to roll the windows up because Topaz was dog aggressive and now they've got these dogs and it's like fucking crazy. So he's like, yeah, that's fine. So I'm like on the side of the highway, bent over, hyperventilating, trying to not have a panic attack. And I'm like, I'm not panicking because I have something in the car. I'm panicking because it's been a really bad week and my boyfriend just cheated on me. And he said, sounds like you need a new boyfriend. So anyway, the dogs don't find anything in the car. He's like, okay, you're good to go. I fucking sprint back to my car. He's like, wait. He's like, you need to register your car. And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And he like just gave me like a written warning. And anyway, that was really fucking traumatizing. And that's what I think about every single time I go into Arizona. Also, like, I can't even imagine, like, I would have crippling anxiety if I didn't register my car now. Like, I do it early because it stresses me out so much. And I don't even know why I wouldn't register my car. I was doing a lot of, like, crazy shit back then. I was, like, not paying my rent on time, which is, like, insane. Because I think I was making, like, more money dancing back then than I make now. So it's just kind of funny how, like, I can't even imagine doing that. But when you're drinking it all and putting it all up your nose, shit goes fast. But anyway, on that same trip, I would drive down to Sedona and have like a spiritual experience with some lady at this, I guess it's kind of like an Airbnb/retreat. And she would have like sound baths and she did like horse divination where she would like kind of channel your ancestors or whatever. And I spent tons of money there during this whole mental breakdown trip, right? Very vulnerable. That's sign number one. So I loved it. So and I ended up going back the next year and staying there, doing the sound bath, staying on property, all this stuff. I loved it. I went back last year and I was car camping, so I didn't stay on property. I just bought the classes. And so I show up for a sound bath at night. Keep in mind, like, I have email communication with this woman. I've probably spent over like $2,000 staying on property and taking her classes. Tell me why I show up and she literally, there's no one in there, and she goes, well, I like had emailed to confirm, no one messaged me, but I had paid for it, like the payment process. So I showed up and I'm like in the living room of the retreat and she finally comes out. There's no one there. She comes out and she goes, I don't know how you people are finding this place, but the sound baths and things like that are really for people on property. And I was like, I reached out to you and you had every opportunity to tell me that you didn't want me to come and to refund my money back. And I was like, also, can you refund my money back? And she's like, yeah, I'll do it in the morning. And I was like, and just so you know, I come here every single year and stay. And this is the first year that I honestly, I was so shaken up because I held this woman at like such high, it was kind of like a like don't meet your heroes moment, even though I like already met her. I was really like emotionally shaken just got gas. A quarter of a tank was $42.79. Right now, gas is $4.29 a gallon. And it's only going to get worse once we get into California. Bye, Vegas. See you in a few days.
Area 51 and the extraterrestrial highway. I wouldn't do any hitchhiking around here if I were you. Come closer and let Alien Zoltar give you some more advice.
Just stopped at the little Area 51 store. It's also in front of the Alien Brothel, which is pretty interesting. I picked up a little magnet and we're gonna put it up here. These are my collection of magnets so far. World's largest truck stop, Meow Wolf, Area 51, and the International Church of Cannabis. Since Denver, but I'm really glad we finally made it. We have like 4 days to chill here before we pick Cap up, and I'm really excited to share that and share even more of my friends with you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'm really excited for our next adventures this week, and I will see you next time. I love you.